Alright, so kind of can't see me, but you can see my shape. So we came to this old abandoned church tonight to kind of explore, but we kind of decided that we're gonna have me tell some spooky stories and maybe have Andy tell some of his if he wants to. But I'll start off with my story about when I lived in Cloverland, Indiana. And it was at a old kind of modular type house. And basically, I was probably about 11 or 12, but I'm thinking more like I was 11. And basically, I was walking one day, and I don't know if I was home alone, I can't remember. And I know I didn't tell anybody about this until years and years later. But in this house, I was walking, on one side of the hallway to another to go either to my mom's or my sister's room at that time. And basically, kind of sounds weird, but I was walking to the right, and then all of a sudden, to my left, at the end of the hallway, I see like a smoke or a mist just rolling towards my direction, and it looked white and hazy, right? It looked like smoke. And then it slowly got closer and closer as I was walking in one direction, and it was coming to my left, and it was just totally bizarre. It was like this transparent old woman, and she looked like she was probably from like the early 1800s, maybe mid 1800s, and she didn't even turn or anything or even look like she was aware of my presence. And she just floated right beside me and behind me, and she just disappeared into nothingness. And I never really told anybody that story until years and years later. And what's really interesting about a little bit more to this story is my sister one day was inside the house talking on the phone to someone, and my mom and me were outside out back, doing yard work and stuff like that. My sister just comes outside hysterical, and she said she saw something white in the hallway. And to this day, I don't even know if we saw the same thing, but it's very interesting at that house. We saw something similar in the same location. So, yeah, that's my first ghost story.